That Bobo.
Okay,
Hey,
we
audio,
should have...
everything's
Okay.
good. Gucci.
So, I know what happened. I fucked up. I fucked up a little bit, but we're here.
Yeah.
So,
My name is
hello!
Whack Fuck here. Whack!
I said it already, but I'll say it again. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons!
Yay!
Apple stuff.
Whee!
We chug it.
I'm not chugging it. Because then I will have to pee. And I'm not...
That's too much.
Ooh.
Oh. little harsh on the alcohol there. Lamb, 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 lamb. So, a very special hello to our Patreon supporter, Martyr, who's watching from Belgium and, like a champion, is staying up till 2 a.m. to watch us for as long as he can.
Oh, God.
You're a champion, Martyr.
You're a champion.
He's up.
Pez,
Eating waffles.
if you wish to read the Patreon read that we've got, there you go.
Oh, heck. It is time to read with double vision.
Oh God, what have I done?
Double vision.
Hey guys, it's me.
Do it cross-eyed, too.
I'm not doing my Pez voice. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello there. Donations aren't never required, but they're always appreciated. So if you would like to support us, please consider becoming a hobo.
Oh,
Hobo? You want to be a hobo for Patreon?
Yes. Support us by becoming a hobo and joining the
Become a
service.
hobo for
Spend all your
Patreon.
money on us.
But yes, please consider becoming a patron. You can become a patron by Jesus, holy hell, I am seeing double. You can become a patron subscriber by following or fuck.
You sure you don't want me to
You want
take
me
over,
to
bud?
read it?
Bud.
No, I got this. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah.
Get psyched up. You can do this, bro.
You can become a patron. Subscribe.
That took 5 seconds.
Okay, that Pez, you're out.
Pause.
All right, donations are never required, but they are always appreciated. If you would like to support us, please consider becoming a Patreon. You can become a Patreon subscriber by going to patreon.com/foolsandflagons. That's fools, the letter N, flagons. What do you get by being a Patreon? For starters, you get a special role in our Discord with access to Q&A sessions with other perks soon to come as we work them out. Another option is the Tavern Patron, which our lovely Martyr is. Their reward tier lets them have a picture or model of their choosing in the tabletop room that we play in. We've also started posting interviews with the players that are exclusive to our Patreon supporters. There are more perks to come in the future as we try to flesh out our page just a little bit more, and all proceeds from subscriptions go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it especially helps to keep the podcast alive and well. That's how you do a fucking ad read. Fucking
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, you know, I've been on the sauce a little bit too much.
He pre-gamed a little bit.
Lemon
Pre-game, he had an entirely
cactus
different
juice.
game.
Cactus juice. It's cactusy.
So we may have a few of our players dip out here a little bit, some with ill children, some with ill critters. So kind of bear with us tonight as we get through this, and we may have to pause here and there to let real life kind of get caught up. So, anyone have anything else as Zeke tries to put a lightsaber under his chin?
I don't even want to hear it. I'm disappointed in him because it should be green, but it's blue.
Actually, no, it's purple.
Exactly. It's Qui-Gon's. You failed.
It is Qui-Gon's lightsaber, and I wanted a purple saber, but I wanted Qui-Gon's hilt. And my story for my OC character is that during the collapse, he stole Qui-Gon's lightsaber from where it was entombed to save it, and put a
What's
different
your
crystal in.
OC's name? Is
Fucking
it
nerd.
Yay. No, I'm just
Jay.
fucking nerd?
Nerd.
Miss your brother with that
Star
mouth?
Wars nerd. I mean, seriously. Fucking
It's a
nerd.
yeehaw
Yeah.
trooper.
Mr. 501st.
DK50594 to be exact.
Yes, Ian, we're done now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Well, if no one else has anything to contribute to this idiocy, we shall... Okay, sorry, there was one more. Okay, so...
Oh, wait, I do.
Wait, you have something?
There's always more.
You have something
You
to
have something
share or
for
to
our
say?
magical bag?
Where's hamburger?
No, I don't know where my animated minis are that I slayed.
Where's the?
over.
Oh, are they not out?
No.
Oh, I must not have saved it from when I pulled them out of the.
How dare you?
What the heck?
They're all in the bag, so they'd be safe.
Ah! Get him out of the
They're
bag!
never safe.
There he is. Okay, so last we left off with the party. I rolled to see how many of them die. Oh wow. Okay, where were those rolls the last time I was playing? Jesus.
Fuck you.
Got an 18, a 17, a 20, and a 13. I don't think I rolled higher than a 10 the last time I played. So, last we left off, you all were traveling across the savannah from Trentonville towards Rivercross to try and intercept and take out the notorious Torre the Duke Barbosa. You had previously killed the 5 bandits that were Lapis's compatriots, and you were to steal their clothes so that you would have a chance of potentially sneaking up on the Duke. So, you all are a little less than a day's ride out from the town of Rivercross. Lapis has gone ahead so that she can scout out, try to find the Duke, have a quick snack, and try to rendezvous and see what his plan is. And she would then, through Hamburger, give him a little wiggle, Hamburger, close enough, and would leave a message with Hamburger about where and when to meet her. So you all gave her about a 1.5 to 2 hour head start before you head off towards the town. The day is yours. You know what you are doing, for the most part. Magical girl power, go. So, what are you all
Sailor
doing?
Moon.
Well, how's about we scrounge up a little bit of breakfast? I would like some pocket bacon, but seeing that we're in the middle of nowhere, there's only bugs. So, hope y'all like them crunchy.
I've eaten worse.
So
Just
we're
saw
still in our
somewhere.
campsite. She already went on ahead, and we're following after, not in our disguises, in our plain clothes, and then we're going to switch into our disguises when we know when to meet. Correct? Am I correct in
Yep.
all of that?
Think so.
Okay.
You
Are you asking me, or are you asking your...
Both.
Yes, that is the plan. I did forget to mention that I believe you all discovered what the Duke's plan was in Rivercross, correct?
Yeah, he wants to hijack a train.
Okay,
Full
then
of-
yes. I didn't want to give any spoilers if I dreamed telling you guys
No, we
this.
got that.
Yes, his current score, or his current planned heist is to rob a train carrying quite a bit of sigil ammo, which has varying effects and styles, and would not be good to have in the hands of the most wanted man in the country.
Yeah, Brick is just gonna sit up and say, if at all possible, I would like to hurry. I would like to visit the gunsmiths in town to see if I can get an upgrade.
In 5 more minutes! No, you can't make me.
I mean, while the bunny gets their beauty rest, I'll go with you. I can always use a little bit more ammunition.
No, I'm coming.
Oh, okay. Guess no one needs their beauty rest.
It would be
Stand up, shining like a fucking diamond. I'm always gorgeous.
It would be nice to get out and walk around.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I guess we make our way into town.
Okay. Well, you still have a fair day's, little over half a day's ride to get there. So you all mount up and head off, and within about 30 minutes or so, you see a billowing cloud in the distance get closer, closer, and closer. Seems that there's a dust storm heading your way.
I
Dusty.
walk around it?
Yeah, let's just
Or is it
walk
like,
around.
or is
It's like
Not-
a wall?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna say, if you've never seen
A
a
wall.
dust storm before, they're
From the Mummy.
fucking
No, that's where I
Yeah.
was going. It's been a long day.
it's not a little dirt devil. It's like it is a whoosh across the savannah.
Rick just saying like, oh, this is gonna hurt my joints.
Oh, what a day. What a lovely day.
Is
Drives on that
there?
maxi.
Is it pretty much a
Witness
flat?
me.
And in front of us is pretty much a flat plain. There's nowhere really to take cover at all.
Correct. As far as you were able to see, the land is so flat. There's grass and little sparse trees here and there. You see this coming from a long, long way away.
Actually, wait a minute. Let's see here. Oh. So, does weather cancel out other weather?
In what aspect?
If I cast the spell that makes a storm, does that storm supersede the others?
No, we get the storm, and then we fucking get the dust storm.
Read the
fine.
description. Hold on. Let me read the description of the spell again, because I'm pretty sure I understand what you're asking, but
Dust storm.
you're also asking it.
Lightning.
I feel that you're asking it in a stupid way.
Well, it's not a lightning storm.
Where is that spell?
Sleet storm.
Sleet.
That's
Sleep-
even better.
Sleep
Sleep.
storm.
Dust storm.
Until the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius. So basically, this dust storm would come towards you, and you'd just be like, "Sleet storm!" and just shh and do fuck all, because it's massive weather front versus an 80-foot round, 20-foot tall ice. So
You
no.
would make it dirty.
I
icy.
reject reality and substitute my own.
Now, see, wouldn't that ice also mix with the sand and technically become rocks?
It would become very scratchy ice.
Oh, very scratchy. I mean, that's kind of the same.
I guess you're just gonna have to trek through it. Anybody have a compass?
I will say that it's not. Were you going to use them as a periscope? Hold them up above. It's not thick enough that it blots out the sun. You can still see the sphere of bright yellow light above you. It's just you're constantly having to wipe at your eyes. Your visibility goes down by half. So generally speaking, you're able to see about 2 miles into the distance. With this storm, it's reduced to about 1 mile. So you can still see, it's just shit's getting in your eye, your visibility is down by a bit. It's just an irritant.
Do I see the storm?
You would see it coming, but then once it's on you, kind of late morning, everyone else is kind of squinting and looking around, and you're just...
I'm just fine. I'm
kind
going.
of cloudy.
I lead the way. I'm leading the pack.
So,
I'm really not sure why you guys are having issues. We just have to go this way.
Listen, I'm
I
from
mean-
the frozen north, not sand places, okay? Sorry.
Oh, just wait. Sand is a lot different than everything else. I'm used to it because, I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous. I was bred by the sand.
you got 3 head tilts. That was awesome.
I'm not
What am I
gonna...
looking at?
And you guys say I'm the weird one.
Well,
Look, I'm just a lizard. I'm doing lizard things as I lick my eyeball.
crunchy.
Yeah, I guess
I am 15 days old at this point.
You are...
14.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17.
I am 17 days old, and even I know what you said was scientifically impossible.
So, Brick, how's the sandstorm taste? Pretty sure
You gotta roll for that. I'm ready.
If this is the natural 20.
No, it's a 7.
Oh,
Oh.
Rick doesn't
Tastes
like sand.
dirt.
It's not the worst thing you've ever tasted, but you definitely wouldn't be adding this to your seasoning repertoire.
I mean,
Crunchy.
Some people say it's
Crunchy
coarse,
air.
rough, and it gets everywhere, but I'm used to it, so I like sand.
I just
There
got
ya-
the image, the mental image of when you guys stop for like a bathroom break. Pez is just like flopping around, giving himself a dirt bath.
And that's how I stay clean. So
Okay, well it's canon.
Sand.
Amber,
Hey,
It feels like
Zone.
his frill.
Can you
His
pass me
frill
that
kinda,
there
like,
rock? I need to
sticks up.
exfoliate.
I'm just gonna walk over to Kasumi. Please tell me you use soap too.
Of course I use soap. Look at this
God.
fur.
Well,
She grabs her tails.
So, question then: you are all traveling. Are you in human form or fox form? Because if you're fox form, he would get a.
Bye.
Oh, that's right. So if we are like actively traveling, I'm just a fox. So I'm just looking up at you and I'm lick paw. Brush.
Now I'm just thinking of Kasumi in fox form and just Windy.
Ties a
Okay,
string
so
around her
references
torso and uses her
aside,
as a kite.
you're apart from being a little bit slowed by the storm and having to file behind Vanera, who doesn't seem to be quite as affected by it as the rest of you currently are. We can either fast forward to the town, unless there's anything that you all would like to do on your journey in.
I'm all
To
right
do
with
or say
hustle
or
and
chat.
bustle. Oh.
It's like the idea of all of you are like, oh, it's a freaking dust storm, and I'm just like,
Well, even you being unaffected by the dirt itself, your visibility is still reduced.
yeah, but they're like shielding their eyes from
Yeah.
the sand, and I'm just like, my eyes are made of glass. This doesn't bother me.
Vanera
my
seems
bad.
to oddly be acting exactly like you are, Brick. Like the dust is not hindering her in the slightest.
You mind turning your eyes up to the high beams? It's kind of hard to see.
It's like what Iron Giant whenever his. What is he writing down now?
Writing, I'm rolling.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I actually have anything for this?
I was about to say,
Spell-wise?
out of all the things here, though, like, you assume that we'd actually be able to hear each other talking during this. I can assure you, during a sandstorm, you would very not be able to hear somebody talking.
Vanera just... What?
I love how you flipped the mic up to talk normally and then you lowered it to scream at us.
Instead of yelling, Brick is just going like an air horn.
Alright, so...
So-
So, your way towards town.
If there is nothing to be done along the trek, you all file behind Vanera and you head off. It takes you a good 4 to 5 hours or so of travel. You're even with Vanera leading the way, your mounts, you need to kind of finagle them and force them to keep going because they're not exactly happy. But
Nah!
with the slave driver that Vanera is, they trundle on and they seem to trust her at this point, that she knows what she's doing. And before long, well, I say before long, 4 or 5 hours in, you hear from Vanera up at the front of the line that she sees the town in the distance.
What?
There's a town!
You see a clown?
Oh god, I
No,
hate
a town!
A hound?
clowns. I do
A
like.
town!
This is the
Why is there
worst
a
version of
crowd way
fantasy
out here?
telephone.
Right next door.
Rick,
What?
shut the fuck up!
Vanera, make a perception check for me, please.
Oh god.
oh God, are you gonna see the clown?
No!
What do you mean it's only a pound?
Oh, that was
Feathers.
almost a natural 20. 11.
11. So far in the distance, you see
Wow.
more and more trees seem to be sprouting up as you're traveling. Before, you'd be going along, you'd see 4 or 5, maybe every 20 or so minutes. Now you see what's almost like a line of trees. They kind of a spattering, and then more and more and more and more and more as you're going along. You even start to, all of you even start to smell hints of water. Not quite like ocean water, but there's a definite, even with the dust in the air, there's a freshness that you have not smelled in the last couple days, being transitioning between desert and savanna, and just the general uncomfortable heat of the area.
Brick doesn't help. No, sorry, a Pez doesn't help.
What? You calling me stinky?
I would never.
Hangs an air freshener on his nose.
It's like off the brim of his hat.
So, from Venera's call out, it would seem that you're maybe 5-10 minutes
Clown.
away from the town of Rivercross. And
Well,
if any of the rest of you would like to make a perception check to see what you see, you would be doing it at disadvantage, but there is that option if you want to take a look-see.
I
That'd
rolled
be
a
a
natural
disadvantage.
1.
Perception check.
Correct.
I mean, since this is my favorite terrain, would
Yeah,
it be at disadvantage?
I would say you're at a straight roll.
Ooh, a straight roll, unlike me.
Yay!
Where the heck is perception? There it is.
Starts with a P.
Ooh, 22.
22. Who else rolled? What'd you get?
1.
A 1.
Brick's just like,
10.
ugh.
So, Zahn stands up on, is able to balance standing up on his Deinonychus and takes a look around. And Brick, you start to look as well, but then you hear Zahn go, ah! And he starts rubbing at his eye, and you're like, what? And Zahn's like, it was a bug. You're just laughing now. You kind of stop looking because you're just laughing at your dad. Pez, you're able to make it out a little bit better because you've kind of seen it before, so you recognize the shapes. The town that you're coming up to, there's a river between you and it. And from your angle, you can see 2 very, very large bridges, the tops of which tower over the nearest structure inside the town itself. So you were heading to it from the west, and
Oh,
where's
hush
my
now.
thing?
You're fine.
So, let me check one more thing. Okay, so right as you're coming up to the town, the weather starts to clear. It's still just a little bit hazy, but you can see golden streaks of sunlight. You've got those really, really nice God rays coming through, and it's like magic. As soon as you are walking up towards the archway of this bridge, it is just the clearest day that some of you have seen in quite a while. So, let's see.
It's a sorcery.
Someone turned up the RTX a little bit too much.
So, the surrounding area of the town of Rivercross is the greenest you've seen yet. Here and there, you're even able to see grass thriving beneath the green canopies. As you approach from the west, through the trees and palms, you're able to catch fleeting glimpses of the town as it extends all the way down to the oasis to the south. That'll be to your right. You approach the nearest bridge, you notice that it's big. Like, it has to have been designed to allow larger creatures to pass through. And as you draw closer to the bridge, you see that the entryway into Rivercross is artfully designed with motifs of the town itself, representations of the native wildlife, ships sailing across the vast oasis with waterborne creatures jumping and playing alongside them. Give me one quick second here.
Be wary, everyone.
Change the map. I want to see. What was that, Piss?
There are clowns who live under these bridges.
Expect you to say trolls.
No, they're just clowns.
Ah, it's Georgie.
Look at that catapus.
Okay. So you all pass through the bridge, and Kasumi, if you would check your messages, please. You pass through the archway, and you start heading into the northern part of town. And as you enter, even with the dust storm that just passed through, there's already people outside, they're sweeping, and it seems very clean and well maintained compared to parts of Trentonville. Trentonville was nice, but this place is like this seems to be a fairly high class sort of area. A lot of money comes through here. And unlike Trentonville, that seemed to be all hustle and no rest, you see a fair few people standing around chatting, sitting on benches on the side of the street, walking their pets, and so on. You do still see people working, scurrying to and fro as they complete their tasks for the day, hawking their wares as people pass by their storefronts. You even see one man receive karmic justice as he is midway through berating a young apprentice when a Dimorphodon gives the man a white shower from above.
Ew.
I need you all to make a perception check for me.
A little dimorph just pooped all over him.
Perception. Okay.
19.
19?
Fuck.
I'm not familiar with
I
that
don't
number.
see shit. 5.
Pez?
16.
Zon?
Roll a 21.
Kasumi?
Well, I didn't roll it, but yeah.
Sorry, D&D Beyond's going really slow for me.
Aw.
Trying to find my modifier, and I'm still loading.
Aw.
Loading.
I can look it up for you real quick here.
Let's
First loading.
Okay, perception. That's a 6.
Okay.
Yes, ladies can't see shit.
I was about to say, Kasumi,
So-
you know you could always take a screenshot.
Kasumi and Vanira, you both are far too distracted joining in the merriment of the man who got shit on. The rest of you swear that you hear a yipping laughter in the distance that's not very human. So, you have all arrived in the town of Rivercross, and I heard your pleas for an updated image. I am
Look at me. I want it.
so.
I'm thirsty for the knowledge.
You have all arrived in Rivercross. What would you like to do?
I would like to cross the river.
You've already crossed the river.
Then my job is done.
The campaign is done.
My work here is done.
Have you updated the map already?
No.
He's
Oh,
in the
okay.
process of doing it.
Ah. Ooh. Look at you. Look how nice that looks. You're fantastic.
First
God,
order
it's
of business
growing.
for
Oh,
me
God.
is to locate and
Too big.
visit I believe it's the
Too big.
Dragon Arms.
1 second. Let me.
Manufacturing.
Dragon arms? You mean these?
I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It took me a while to figure out what joke you were
So,
making.
you all have crossed over. Where's the pencil? Oh, why is it so big?
That's what she said.
That's a large macaroni. Jeez.
A large kawatapi.
I don't know how to
Wait,
change
now
the
I'm
size of the
hungry
pen.
You.
Well, that's because it's not a pen. That's a pencil.
yeah.
Fuck up,
nerd.
Zach.
Yeah,
We are
no, I have
all
no
on
idea
fire.
how to change the size, so that's cool. Yep, okay. Well, anyway, you've entered over this top left bridge.
Ooh.
And you are now about here at the crossroads. You see a way to your left, a way forward, and a way to your right. So, you were in Rivercross, and I shall change the background sound because...
Oh, what did I do?
So just for a heads up, the reason why it's so big is because it is zoomed in. The pen is trying to compensate.
That makes sense.
Makes
So
sense.
that checks
So
out.
Kasumi is in human form, by the way. By the time we got close enough to the village, she just hopped off and started walking next to the dinos. Um, but as we're kind of looking around to the different direction, Kasumi's gonna turn to Pez and Pez,
Mhm.
does your sister know the secret language of the thieves? Perhaps.
You know, that's a good question. She knows many languages, but
Would she know to put a secret hidden message somewhere?
she might. Let me consult my memory banks, DM.
It has been a very long time since you have seen your sister. You have no clue.
I don't heckin' know.
Well, I don't know if this was her then, but one of those bridges that we traveled by had thieves' cant. And in that it was written and it said, "Friends can be found at the Blue Saloon."
Hmm.
But it could not be her. It could be her, but it could be someone else.
Could be. I mean,
I never trust writing.
you have a lead though, but you can always try there just to see.
Well, wait 1 second. I need to do something first. I'm gonna jump off my mount, get on all fours, and you ever seen a dog shake off? You're gonna see me do that. Before standing back up.
And then while you do that, I'm just gonna get off my mount and slither in the dirt and get more dirt.
What is wrong with you?
Is Pez shed?
Yes. He,
Are we gonna have to go through a molting
No.
session?
I will make sure I never see that by destroying you.
oh no, trust me, I already have this planned out. So
Oh no!
I will be.
Hey, look, this is the first time I'm hearing about it too, so I'm just as shocked as the rest of you.
Well, Blue Tablet
Zahn,
seems like-
as you get done shaking yourself off, you look up, and there's a shop owner holding a broom, standing in front of his doorway where you have hopped off, and he's looking at you and gesturing at the pile that you just made, and then back at you, and just, I just
I can
finished
help.
that.
I can help. Don't worry. Gust of wind.
So you cast Gust of Wind?
Yes, but I'm gonna make sure I point it in direction that's. No, fuck it. I'm gonna put it in whatever random direction. Let's find out. It's going back. Oh shit.
Let's go back in the store.
Yeah.
So the man has to cover his eyes and is clutching his broom, and his clothes are just flapping and just. And as the wind dies down, Zahn, you realize your mistake. He hasn't quite realized it yet, but he starts to turn around.
Wait. Can you tell me where I go to find certain items before you retreated back into your shop?
He sees what you've done, and he doesn't retreat. He starts to chase you with a broom.
I don't care.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
That was
No,
a
it
quick.
ties it. So yes.
Okay.
Brick is gonna try to reach out and grab the broom before it hits, if that's allowed, since we're not technically in combat.
You are still
Like,
on your
just let
mount.
it happen.
I am. Never mind. Okay.
So you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and he seems to be rearing back for another swing.
Brick is now going to leave his mount.
Hold 1 second here.
He's raising his broom more threateningly, and he's like, "Go on, get out of here! Go on! We don't want you here! Go on!" And he's now just kind of like swinging the broom in the air in front of him, like shooing you away.
All right. Bye.
Go on now, get.
She's gonna walk away slowly, watching the whole time.
Did you just get shooed?
Nah, it wouldn't be the first time.
I know that feeling.
Why am I not surprised?
Sass me again, young man, and you're grounded.
How would that even work? We don't live anywhere. I don't have a room.
You don't even know what
I don't
grounded
even know what
means.
grounded means.
I'll literally dig a hole and shove you down in it.
Yeah, we're literally standing on ground, so I'm grounded.
Pez is
point.
like,
Fair point. I retract that statement, look at Zon and go, but I'm already grounded. I'm metal.
I
No,
do
that
not
means you're a
conduct
conductor.
electricity.
I'm half tempted to hit you with lightning just to teach you a lesson.
Do it.
You all notice at this point as you're having this discussion in front of the man that was previously shooing you away, you're drawing quite a few stares. Like, people have stopped in the street to watch this really, really odd group kind of causing a commotion.
Hey,
Anyone want to
everyone.
tell me where the Dragon Arms factory is?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ooh, that's not a good face.
7.
The entirety of the small crowd that has been looking at you, as you finish this question, it's like it's rehearsed. 3 seconds of staring, and on the 4th second, everyone turns and goes about their business.
Well, I feel like I'm in rich people district.
I mean, we kind of are. There is a major gun factory here.
I'm rich and make lots of money. I'm better than everyone else, and I'll fucking kill anyone.
I mean, we are kind of rich. I mean, just look at my pockets.
I jump up and down and jingle.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Hand on head. Stop it.
So, why don't we walk a couple blocks down and see if somebody else who hasn't seen people hit me with certain objects. Fuck you. Seen people hit people with certain objects will tell us things. Alright, I'm gonna go do that now.
Brick just starts walking in a direction.
You and I both are gonna walk in the same
Do
direction.
I smell any pastries?
Make a perception check.
Any cream puffs?
Can I assist because I'm doing the
13!
animation?
What was that, Pez?
I wanted to assist because my character's doing the animation of sniffing.
Considering that she didn't say this out loud, you don't really know what she's sniffing for. So I would say, in this case, no.
Heck.
Okay, 13. You do catch a hint of baked goods, but you're not entirely sure where. So you know that there's stuff here, you just can't quite pinpoint where it is, because you're also in a cross street, so there's air swirling around all over, so it could be coming from there, it could be from there, it could be behind you, you're not really sure.
Oh god, she
Sumi.
started vibrating.
Cream puffs.
Yes.
There's baked goods somewhere. I don't know where they are, but I smell them.
Do we have time?
DM, do we have time?
I look at the sun.
Time
and
for
I
what?
start burning.
To find cream puffs. Baked goods.
I'm finding it very difficult to answer your question because you say, do we have time? But time before what? Like the end of the day? Before...
Oh, I thought we were meeting someone.
For all you know that Lapis has ridden ahead of you and she said that she would contact you.
Oh, so
As far as where you're meeting her or when, you don't know.
I mean, the only lead that we do have is to go to that blue tavern or whatever that Steely chat said on the bridge.
the blue saloon.
There you
It is a
go.
little bit after lunchtime. Maybe 1, 2 o'clock at this point.
Cream puffs.
I say we have time. We could probably I don't know, split up. Some would say split the party, and half of us go to the cream puffery, while the other half go to the gunnery, or the gun factory. There we go. That's the word.
See, I'm not sure Brick and Zon are actually close enough to even hear this at this point.
Speaking of, which way did you guys start going? Do you want to just pick a direction at random, or
Just straight.
Well, hold on. 1 and 2, we go east. 3 and 4, we go south. We're going east.
okay?
You said west.
So those two have just fucked off. Zon is leading his Deinonychus, and Brick is walking beside it. The rest of you are standing at the crossroads, debating where to go.
Should we tell them that we're gonna go somewhere else?
1, 2, we go east. 3, 4, we go south.
5, 6, you're not sure.
We going east.
Okay.
Follow
Okay.
that robot.
So the three of you stand there for a second and look at each other, and you're looking around at this unfamiliar town and go, and you head off after Brick and Zon. So you all head east for a little while, and there's building after building, shop after shop. You see flowers, shoe repair, tailoring, very basic kind of shop ownership. You go further down, and there's another street that cuts to your left, and peering down there you see another very large bridge like the one you crossed, but this one is heading northward. You can either head down that street or you can keep heading east.
Do we see anybody out in the open that doesn't seem like they're giving us strange...
Well, people are giving
assholes
you...
looks?
Okay, I was going to say, people are still giving you strange looks because you're a very odd bunch. You do see a multitude of peoples here. You see humans, dragonborns, tieflings, halflings, gnomes. Every kind of race that you can imagine is here. But even with that being said, a three-tailed woman, a kobold, a rabbit on 2 legs, and a giant metal man, you're going to draw stares. Most of the time it's a double take and I need to stop drinking, and they just keep moving on. Others will stop and really stare. Vanera, every now and then you get a child that just drags on their parent's arm as they're staring at you. But eventually you do reach another crossroads. To the north, you see the hints of what looks like a very long fence. Directly ahead of you, you see kind of a very tall fence is straight ahead of you with buildings spaced out evenly. And behind you can see grass, trees, and wandering dinosaurs. There are some Triceratopses, Allosauruses, Iguanodons, Paracers. All manner of creatures seem to be behind the wall directly to the east of you. If you look to the south, there's more buildings. Looks like another large crossway. Which way would you all like to go?
I'm gonna pick a random person out, grab them by the shoulder. Excuse me.
Oh god, not this again.
So, let's see. Okay. So, you reach out, realize that you reach too high, and you reach lower, way lower. You grab the back of the shirt of a gnome who has...
Always a gnome.
No, you got a halfling the last time.
That's fair.
Under his arms, he's got 3 rolls of parchment and 2 books under the other. And you basically pluck him up by the back of his shirt, and his legs are still just kind of going like a dog that's being held doing the doggy paddle. And he's like, hey! Put me down!
Oh, sorry. I put him back down. I was like, can I ask for directions, please?
Well, that's fine. How do you do there? Could have just asked the fella instead of picking him up.
I'm only 17 days old. Manners are not my strong suit.
Huh. Well, I'm here. What you want? What you looking for?
Can I please have directions to the Dragon Arms factory?
Oh, yeah, they're way down to the south.
Thank you. Other query.
Huh?
You look like a very learned man. Is there a place of learning nearby?
Now I feel like that's a loaded question, because if you think about it, every day is a learning experience, and everything you do is a learning experience. So what kind of learning are you looking to learn?
I see you are very wise indeed. The bookish kind
There's always
of
a first.
The bookish kind of learning for magic and other such intellectual studies.
Well, I don't know about all them learning. Not many schools around here lack. Jesus, half the Morans here can't even read good. You looking for magic, though? Suppose you kind of got two options. And if you're heading for the factory, you're going to be passing about two of them. You got Bilver's Little Scroll. And a little bit past that, kind of off to the right a little bit, you got their Burnt Whiskers. She's an alchemist. Crazy lady. Kind of cute, though. Is that all you
For the
need?
information. Yes, sir. Thank you for the information.
Best of luck, Tin Can. Starts hopping off the way he was
What was
going.
your name?
He's already gone. You can tell with that really brief conversation with him, even you, who's only 17 days old, he is scatterbrained. Because he went from pissed to helpful to bye.
I like him.
You know,
Weird.
deep down inside of me, I kind of don't like him. I don't know why. Gnomes just give me the heebie-jeebies.
I'm gonna lean over. Me too.
You see the
Onward.
scruff on Zon's neck is like all foofed up like...
Oh, you have frills too?
No, I've got floof.
So, with your directions given, where are you all heading?
I think you said south.
Yes, Sal.
Sal.
Okay. So you hang a right, start heading south, and you reach a kind of curious intersection. This town doesn't seem to be very grid orientated. It seems like these buildings were built, and then these ones were built, and then these ones were built, and just kind of fuck the roads. Just wherever the road can fit is where the road fits.
Cements us.
Oh, London.
Yeah, kind of. So that being said, you head south, and the street starts to widen, and then it's sort of like a weird triangulish sort of shape, and there's no real lanes of traffic. It's just you go in a direction and hope for the best, that you're not going to get run over by a cart, that you're not going to walk into oncoming foot traffic. But you keep heading towards the south, and as you're heading south, you pass by where'd it go? There it is. So you pass by a fairly large building that seems to be just centered by itself in the middle of the roadway, and all the traffic seems to be going around it. It is a large two-story building, and on the bottom floor are large windows, and all the windows seem to be open along with the door that you can see leading inside. You can hear the sound of talking, laughing, the clinking of glasses, and there are a few figures standing outside leaning against the windowsills talking to some of the patrons that are inside at whatever tables seem to be there. As you're passing by the building, you hear the sound of breaking glass. All the talk stops, glasses are raised, everyone seems to be looking towards the southern wall, and a loud cheer goes up, and everyone takes a drink. And then all the conversation resumes, almost like nothing ever happened.
I wonder what that was.
I mean, I do know of some traditions of whenever anyone drops something in a restaurant, everyone goes, "Hey!"
I'm familiar with this.
People celebrate breaking objects?
Listen, sweetheart. You don't know me very well then.
As he says that, Kasumi, you look from him to the building, and you see the sign above the door says the Broken Bottle Tavern.
It makes a little bit more sense now.
What makes more sense?
The name of the building.
What building? I'm gonna look around at all of the buildings. There are a lot of buildings here.
The one that had the broken glass.
You're
And the
being very
cheering.
specific. You just said building.
She's just gonna look at you and shake her head. Just keep walking.
Gonna follow.
Bit too much sun poisoning, I guess.
So you all continue heading south.
But I'm not hot.
Okay.
Hey, have a little bit more confidence in that.
Oh my
Oh
fucking
my god,
god.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you so fucking hard.
What
I'm
is
going to
tonight's session?
I'm
Christ
gonna
on a bike.
violently kill you. I'm going south.
Is exhaustion from a hell week.
Oh man.
Yes,
So-
we're going south.
You pass the tavern, continuing heading south, and a little bit further down the avenue, you pass by the shop that the little gnome had referred to you before. There's a sign hanging out front. It's one of the swinging ones hanging on the wrought iron little metal bit, and it says Bilver's Little Scroll. And it is the image is of a barrel with a very small scroll kind of on the front of it. So, do you stop? Do you continue onward?
Stop.
You stop.
What time of day is it?
You've only been traveling for maybe 20, 30 minutes. You're kind of taking your time getting used to the flow of kind of the traffic and the walkway, and you're looking around and trying to familiarize yourself with the towns. So I'd say about 20, 30 minutes,
12:30.
2:30, 3 o'clock at this point.
That works too.
So we have a little bit of time for hopefully it closes. Because Brick is just like,
I mean, we could always keep going and let them have their fun here, and then when they come meet up with us, she can tell us what was here, and if it's something that you need, we can always come back.
There's an idea.
If that's what you want to do, that works for me. I gotta go take care of the puppies. So
I like this logical reasoning, and he'll keep heading south.
Ah,
Okay,
you guys
so
sound stupid.
real quick, sorry, Vanera, you're staying for Bilvers? Who else is staying for Bilvers?
I would stay with her.
Okay. Okay, so Kasumi and Vanera are staying for Bilvers. You other three, are you going to the Dragon Arms?
South. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vanera, I'll handle them first, and you go do you. So, okay, you all continue south, and it's not very long before you reach the end of the avenue that you're on, and you reach a T-junction. Missed it. So you reach a T in the road, and you see another very large complex that seems to be completely surrounded by wrought iron fence work. Directly ahead of you, you see what seems to be a small grove of trees, but still it can be considered a grove. To your right is a very large square-shaped structure, and beside it is another smaller one, and then right in front of you there's a long, kind of a long building. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Like a warehouse, but smaller. Just from one end to the other, it seems to just be one structure, and then it's just a fence all the way around. To your left, you see more buildings and what seems to be a very large clock tower, but the structure in front of you, along that really, really long wall, says Dragon Arms Manufacturing in very, very beautiful golden script.
Pretty.
A bit
Made of
gaudy,
shit.
in my opinion.
Brick's gonna just start walking and looking for a door.
Okay. Are you going left or right?
He's gonna go right. Gonna
Okay.
try to follow the building.
Okay. So you head along the really long wall that had the Dragon Arms Manufacturing emblazoned across it. And before you get to the large building, you get to the secondary smaller one, and that it would be the first door that you see. There is where the long building ends, there's a bit of a gate, and then the next building over seems to have a door with a smaller sign, much like Bilver's shop had, that says Dragon Arms Manufacturing underneath it. And it's a very artistic emblazoned D. It's a dragon in the shape of a D, if that makes sense.
He's just gonna go up and boom, boom, boom on the door.
Okay, you pound on the door. No one answers.
Let me see if there's somebody walking by us that I can. Hey, can I ask a quick question? Hi.
Sure. You wave down a woman, a very finely dressed tiefling woman, red skin, blonde hair. She goes, "Yes, hello."
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm Zon. We're new in town. We're trying to figure out how to get into this manufacturing place. Is this the right area, or are we kind of yeah, not at the right door?
She looks at you, looks at the door, looks back at you. Did you try opening it?
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and go towards that door now. Thank you very much for your time.
Good day. She continues.
I'm gonna not kick the door. I'm gonna open the door with gusto.
So you turn the handle, push the door, it opens, and as you're stepping inside, halfway across the room is a small gnome. It seems like he was in the process of heading to the door with a really confused look on his face. He goes, "Ha! You figured out the door.
Listen,
Never had anyone
I was
knock
trying to
before."
be polite.
yeah, this town is very
He leans way back to look up at Brick. "Oh, well, at least you're nice about it. Now, what can I do for you?"
I require assistance and modification.
those were big words.
That really doesn't narrow it down much.
And so I'll pop open the part of my hand that holds the gun inside my hand and kind of show it to him. I require either a upgrade to this gun or one to replace it. That needs to be able to shoot, and I'll hold up the Sneaking Cloud bullet, this kind of bullet.
Oh. You see him seem to get visibly excited. He goes, challenge. Come in. And he's like scuttles back to his desk, and you can see now why it took him so long. He had a little bit of a steps to a ladder. He's only like 3'8". Like he had to climb down from the desk that was in that room that you let yourself into. So he climbs up on the desk, and by the time he appears over the side, he's got headgear on with lenses and magnifiers and like a little candle sitting on the front of it. And he's like, come.
Okay, I walk over, and while I'm over, in the effort of being still polite, what is your name?
"Oh, me. I am Oros Orlin Weirin Dragoon."
Okay.
Oh God, my brain! You're just gonna see Son holding his head. Whoa! Wait a minute. What? What was that name one more time?
It is Oros, Orros. Next one, Orlin, Orlin. Warren, Warryn. Dragoon, Dragoon.
Just to clarify, that was one person's name, correct?
Yes, it was the gnome's name.
I take it from your reaction and your apparent expertise that you are either a high-ranking member or possibly even the owner of this establishment?
Ooh, polite and smart as well. Yes, I am Oros Orlin Weirin Dragoon, the owner, creator of Dragon Arms Manufacturing. How do you do?
Then you have my serious thanks and my admiration for the amazing contraptions you have built.
Well, I do what I can. Yes,
Do you
Fluffy
go by
Man.
Do you go by something shorter that still is polite? Because that's a lot of words.
I don't expect you to say me whole name. Even I don't say me whole name except for proper introductions as the polite.
I am Brick.
What the fuck are ya?
I am a.
He's my son.
Make sure I get this right. I am a golem, Generation 0 Life Enchanted Machine, otherwise known as Brick.
And also my son.
He kind of looks at you, Zon, looks at him.
Adopted.
I was really worried about what you were sticking your willy in.
Would you like to know?
No, I really don't. Shush. And he looks back at you, Brick. So, never seen one of yous before, but you got a really cool thing going on with your hand there. Let me see.
I would be concerned if you had. I'll reach out my hand and just saying I would be concerned if you had seen more of me.
Remind me again. Let me take a look. See here. Da 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 da.
Are you asking which gun it is?
Yes. It is
So
the Dragon
this
Arms finger gun,
is
isn't
the
it?
Dragon Arms finger gun. Yes.
Okay. So he peers at your hand and he goes, "Oh, interesting. One of ours.
That's why I came to you.
Makes sense.
Well. He seems to be completely ignoring you, Zon. So remind me again, what are you looking to do? You want the casing, but you want to stay with a revolver? Do you want to go? What are you looking for?
The main concern here is making sure I can fire these types of bullets. But other than that, I am open to suggestion.
Well. Don't suppose you could leave your hand with me, could you?
I can take the gun out if that's what you're asking.
You see him kind of deflate a little bit, looking a little bit kind of like, damn it. So, back up a minute. You can take that out and keep your hand.
Correct. And I can also integrate others as well, and I'll cock my arm and have the shotgun barrel punch out above my wrist.
Ooh, a fan of my work. I knew I liked you for a reason. Okay, well... Seeing as I don't really know what you are or how you did what you did, if you can just integrate something of mine into your arm, then I don't see why I'd really need to tinker. Could just sell you one of me arms.
If that would be cheaper, then I have no problem with that at all.
Well, cheaper and less exciting for you fancy schmancy metal man, but if that's what you're looking to do, we can always sell you one of our normal revolver pistols.
Would it still have the I quite like this gun. It has the solid construction, which is very nice for certain. And if I bought one that wasn't a hammer action, would I still be able to do fan the hammer?
Sorry, let me pull up my my guide for that because there's quite a bit involved with it. Well, I hate to say it. If you want to be able to fan the hammer really quickly, it's going to have to be the single action. You can't really do anything else from that. The solid construction, sure, we can work with that. It's pretty simple. We have got quite a few in stock. Anything else you're looking to get for it? You want the solid construction? You want to be able to fan the hammer? Any other tricks, sigils, add a little bit of spice to your weapon?
Can you make it a permanent sigil? On the
Sure.
gun itself instead of the... Ooh.
Well, there's sigil ammo. You can put sigils on the guns. You can do fairly much anything, really. What are you looking for? Also depends on your pocketbook.
Point.
Speaking of, how much you willing to spend on this this here upgraded gun you're looking at?
I was figuring it would take about at least a few hundred gold.
A few hundred, he says. Not if you're looking for a good sigil. Of course, the
You have
sigils range anywhere from 150 to about 1,000, depending on what you're looking at.
You have some sort of catalog.
You see him open his mouth, raise a finger, pick up a pen, write down. No. I can read them out for you real quick off the top of me noodle. You've got the Sigil of Awe, Sigil of the Eagle Eyes, Sigil of False Appearance, Quick Draw, Silence, and Soaring Shot.
What is soaring shot?
Ooh. For a couple hundred gold, it's out of your price range, me bud.
What would be in my price range? Let's keep it at 500 gold and below.
500 gold and below. Let's see, that would be Sigil of the Quick Draw, Sigil of Awe, or the Sigil of False Appearance. But I don't think you'd rightly need that one, considering it's hidden in your wonderfully crafted hand.
Thank you. You can give your compliments to Oregon Thunderbender. Or Gear Thunderbender.
It's starting to make a bit more sense about you now. Well, that being said, you got Sigil of Awe. Again, don't know if that's ready for you. Sight of your firearm sparks wonderment and fear in those that behold it, making you a lot more persuasive, let's say. But you, and he notices your shield and the hilt of your other weapon sticking out. You seem to be more the rough and tumble sort, aye?
That would be
Well,
correct.
This here, the Sigil of the Quick Draw. Makes you a bit faster, get you a little bit of a leg up on the competition. You can add your intelligence modifier to a minimum of 1 to your initiative roll. But you must use your firearm for the first attack of the first turn. That one be about 150 gold pieces. The gun itself, he starts scribbling down in his notebook, starting to kind of add up.
I'm trying to remember what other cool features you can add to a gun, since I could just request stuff right now.
You could. Some of that is here. Let me. I know this is super exciting that I've not really brushed up on all of this.
Yeah.
It's okay. A lot of guns.
There's a lot of guns. There's a lot of abbreviations. Yeah.
Traits. Here we go.
Meh. Yep. Let's see. You would be looking for either a top break or a swing out cylinder for your gun. So that'd be TB or SOC.
I would feel like the top break would fit more with his type of reload. As long as it can shoot the better bullet.
Yes, you've got the standard reload. It has the potential to overheat. It is accurate, automatic, higher caliber, 7-shooter, or it can have accurate, automatic, high caliber, 7-shooter, and it can be silenced.
Yeah, we'll do. You said it automatically comes with 7-shooter?
It can.
Oh. What was the other? Sorry.
7-shooter, accurate, automatic, high caliber, and silenced. It is unfortunately unable to have solid construction for the swing or for the top break.
And let's see, that's solid construction prevents overheating,
Correct.
which only happens.
Overheating for this pistol would only really happen after a full salvo of bullets is sent out.
Right, which
So-
is what a fan the hammer is.
Correct.
Okay, but I would only have to use it for the opening shot.
If you're looking to combine it with the quick draw sigil.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. A quick draw sigil, top break, didn't expect so many options. I was just trying to get it to shoot the dang bullet.
Actually, so with Dragon Arms, you have 7-shooter, accurate, and automatic. You are unable to get high caliber.
So automatic, you said silenced and accurate.
Correct. Trying to find where those traits are and what they do.
So accurate is increased range by 10 feet. Automatic is automatically eject shells either as they are fired or when the cylinder is released for reloading. And then silence is you can silence it. The DC is 15 perceive recognized gun to be fired, incompatible with the loud flaw.
There you go.
So it doesn't. So Dragon Arms doesn't do 7-shooter.
No, it does do 7-shooter, accurate, and automatic. Those are the options that you've got for the top break pistol right now.
Okay.
And very likely you would only be able to have one of those on it.
Okay. I'll go with accurate. Yeah. So top break, accurate. And then sigil of quick draw.
That might take a day or two, but well, depends on if we have any like that in stock. But the sigil itself, probably have it to you by the end of the day. Looking at 400 gold pieces. I didn't hear.
That I can do.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You seem like you were very interested in Rick here. Would you want to take a look at him? And see how he works a little bit?
No.
You
Oh, okay.
bring up your friend to be accosted by a stranger?
If I'm being honest, I just wanted to see his hand. And the gun that was in it. It's quite cool.
Okay.
Kind of makes me want to chop this off and get one myself. But that would be very foolhardy, and he kind of starts doing and the missus wouldn't be happy with me either.
Depends on what's on the arm, but yeah.
So,
I did have one more question. Do you have any? I probably won't be able to acquire them at the moment, but I was wondering if you had any anything that you require, anything you would describe as extra fun that I could probably work towards.
well, seems a bit of a loaded question. You're looking for ammo, gun, bigger gun?
Gun.
Big gun, big gun, big gun, big gun, big gun. He starts thinking for a minute.
Special. Unique.
How strong are you?
Very.
What's your strength score?
It's 18.
I got something. Maybe. You looking for work?
Always.
You three adventuring lot, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Very much so.
I'm back here in the shadows trying to hide.
I seen you, little scaly buddy.
I'm gonna grab Bez and hug him to my side.
I just realized that I never really fully described this guy to you. He has short, wavy blonde hair, brown eyes, smooth pink skin, kind of beefy. He's a bit bow-legged, so he kind of like waddles around. Got a bit of a mustache, a little bit of a curl to it, but nothing overly impressive. He kind of rocks back and forth in his seat, which you standing up there, you see it's like a platform behind the desk with a very small chair behind it. Sorry, that's AT&T trying to give me money. Trying to give me money. Got something been working on. Haven't really worked out a price, but it's also kind of my baby. But I can't just let it sit here on a shelf. He seems really conflicted.
How's about a trade?
Trade in what way?
I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with some of your competitors down south.
I'm sure as I am. You've got Raven and Crow just to the south of us on the Oasis. You've got Tempest and Jacobs way over there yonder way by Locust Harbor.
I mean, I happen to be a former Raven and Crow employee, and my pride and joy happens to be this here shotgun. So, I don't know how often you get to see some of these, but maybe we could work something out.
You see
I
him-
don't want you to give up your sturdy weapon.
You see him lean forward, look at the gun, look at you. I wouldn't even buy that for the scrap.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, fuck you, I guess.
Hey, whoa.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Me personally, think Raven and Crow's kinda crap. No offense to you. I'm sure you did fine work while you were with them, but don't rightly think they use the best quality materials.
I mean, that's funny, because that's what we say about you.
Yeah, I'm sure we say it about everyone. I will say that, and it kills me to say it, but Jacobs makes a damn fine firearm. And he like kind of grasps his chest like it really hurt him to say that, but
You're gonna be okay?
a little bit. Just give me a minute.
Mr. Dragoon, how about a different arrangement?
He kind of steeples his hands.
You said this
I'm
is the
listening.
first of its kind. Your new baby.
Pretty much.
Think of it as a field test to gather data for new and improve.
I mean, to be fair, probably you're not gonna get somebody who's gonna field test it more. And put it through its rings more.
I mean, from what you're describing, I'm pretty sure you can't find anyone who could hold it and stay on their 2 feet with shooting it any more than Mr. Mailman here.
He kind of chuckles and goes, still got the bruise when I first fired it. And kind of leans forward a bit and like seems to rub his backside.
Outbreak is very interested.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage.
Those words did not leave my mouth.
Um, 14.
He seems to sit there and rock back and forth a little bit. You come back tomorrow. We'll chat again. I'll think on it. If we're speaking of the gun that you were ordering before, sad to say, at the very least, half up front, half when you pick it up tomorrow.
It's 200 gold on the desk.
Thank you very much. And as soon as he collects the gold coins, he kind of leans back in his chair and just like looks at the ceiling and goes, Selwyn! Selwyn! And then you hear some, I would say heavy footsteps, but not that heavy. You definitely hear footsteps, and the door swings open, and you see another gnome with long curly red hair, gray eyes, fairly skinny build, very sharp face, and she slams the door open and goes, "What do you want?" He kind of like scribbles down on the paper and goes, "To the boys, please, missus." She snatches it from him and goes, "Dinner's at 8." She slams the door behind her and disappears behind it. Well, got work to do. Anything else?
So your evening.
Okay, goodbye. Door's there.
He's gonna turn around and happily walk away.
You see him, as you're leaving, he's scribbling more in his notebook. He kind of gets another couple glances at you as you walk out, but seems content to let you go. So, now that Vanera is back, we will circle to Vanera and Kasumi, who stopped at Bilver's. So let me scooch back up. I lost it. Found it. Okay. So, you both wave off to your male counterparts as they head further south, and you let yourself into the shop, open the door, there's a little ding-a-ling-ling, and before the door gets maybe, that far, you feel resistance. Not hard resistance, but you have to push the door. And as you peer inside, it's kind of hard to call his Bilver shop a shop. It's kind of better referred to as a sea of books and scrolls. There seems to be no discernible organization to the mess that you are encountering when you walk inside. Do either of you have proficiency in Arcana?
Let me check.
Yes, actually.
That's a 1. Do we have a 2?
Yes.
Okay. As you both step over the threshold of the door, you feel a little tingle. Kind of like the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up, and your scalp kind of just feels weird. But you pass through. Nothing seems to happen.
You feel that?
Nothing.
I felt it.
Nothing is locked behind any doors or behind a counter. Everything seems to just be stacked and laying atop whatever surface is available. And it's a bit cramped inside. I need you... who was the first inside? It'd be Vanera, I guess.
Probably me.
Yeah, Kazumi's probably tagging behind.
Make a dexterity check for me.
Is that just my dexterity?
Hi,
Ooh.
kitty.
D20 plus your dexterity.
God, I'm awful. Fucking 4.
4. As you're pushing the door open, you hear a clattering as the door opening knocks over the stack of books that was right behind it.
Oh God. Oh no.
So, as this tumbling of books happens, you hear shuffling. And more shuffling. And behind a pile of books, somewhere you hear, "Hello? Someone there? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, just a minute." You hear more shuffling, and you see just behind a smaller stack of books, vibrant blue hair that's just kind of just
Oh my God.
everywhere.
We
And
met a troll.
shuffling around the corner, you see another small gnome. Looks very, very old. His hair is dyed a bright teal color. He has very blue eyes. He's very rotund. He seems very comfortable. Not really an
I like
adventurer.
I like this gnome.
You also notice that he does not have a left ear.
Excuse me.
So he shuffles around. He goes, "Well, welcome. I am Orpit Bilver, owner, purveyor, extraordinaire." He pauses for a second, and when there's no response, "How can I help you?"
The other one's name isn't Vincent Van Gnome. I'm gonna be very upset.
His full name is Orpip Dorug Urikorin.
I mean, the one that
Bilver.
lost his ear.
That's his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name is Orpip Bilver.
Or Pip.
Orpip.
Or Pip.
I would be lying if I said I didn't roll my face across the keyboard to come up with some of these gnome names.
Or Pip the Bilber. I like Vincent Van Gnome. Or Pip the Bilber.
So, what can I help you two lovely ladies look for today?
Are you looking for anything, Kasumi?
Where do all of your scriptures come from?
Me?
You wrote them.
Well, of course I did. My name's on the bloody sign outside the door.
Okay. What are they about?
He kind of looks around, looks up, and just... anything, everything. Histories, spells, recipes. I like to write.
Do you have any scripture about deities?
Got a fair few. Is there, you want a big compendium? Do you want single chapters? Do you want ones based on the individuals? What you looking for?
Shenshe.
Ooh, and it kind of gives you another once-over note, like seeming to just now notice your kimono and attire. Kind of strange that one of you might be all the way out here in Drago asking for books about your deity, but who am I to argue? When he starts shuffling around and he disappears from view, you can still kind of see his blue hair kind of go through the stacks. And for you two, it seems to be an utter maze, but he seems to be making I would say a beeline, but he's kind of zigzagging, but with a purpose. And you see him reach a stack, grab onto one, and just rip it out. The top topples over, more of a mess, and he shuffles back and he's brushing it off. The book itself is a deep... golden is the wrong word. If it were made of metal, it would be golden, but it's that same sort of hue, but leather bound. And the spine seems to have red cording around it. This is wrote this one. He seems to freeze up. 20 months, 10 days ago. Yes. Oh, the audio.
Very squeaky.
The audio .exe failed. So let's try something
Well, since
else.
you all have a moment, you can check the group chat to see a picture that I lovingly provided of Orpit Bilver.
I think you sent that to just me.
Oh no! No!
I think
Yeah, tabletop
crashed.
crashed. Yep, I'll fix that.
No!
Well,
D&D Beyond is
D&D
the
Beyond.
series.
There we go.
So this here's all my findings on the deity known as Shenshe. Did some research myself, talked to some specific sources, and embellished just a little bit, maybe. So you just looking for the history of Shenshe, her deeds? You're muted, Kasumi.
Sorry, my child. I'm always looking to learn more about her. So, are these books for sale?
Of course. Yeah, you want the whole one?
How much?
Well, quite a bit of traveling to get it. Wrote it all down. This one, he kind of seems to like heft it, hold it up to his ear, shake it. I'd say 10 gold.
Oh, of course. And then she just like pulls it out and slaps it down on one top of one of the books.
You
Feels
see his
like-
face light up and go, should have asked for more. Well, deal's a deal. He takes the coins, holds the book up to you.
She grabs it and just like wraps it in their arms.
Because I'm completely blindsided by this, we can discuss later what all is in the book and have fun from there.
Oh, dang.
But on the cover, it does say The Mysteries of Shinsei.
Okay, nice.
The joys of being a DM when the players surprise you and it just makes you so happy. What about you little hoof lass over there? Anything you're looking for?
Maybe.
Oh,
She's
maybe
gonna
sounds
take
like
out-
a challenge.
She's gonna take out her book and present it to him. She's gonna-
He looks at the book in your hands, and he looks at you, and he looks back at it, and he goes, 1 second. And he shuffles back around behind the books, going back, behind a counter. You hear a little drawer opening, like, rustle. He comes shuffling back, and by the time you see him again, he's got a big, like, jewel inspector eyepiece on. So he walks up to it, and he kind of takes it from you, and he looks at it and kind of like does a manual zoom, manual focus. Ooh, this is older than anything I've ever seen. I mean, ancient. And he opens the page, and he like flinches back, the eyepiece falling out, and he kind of like, and really magical. Ooh. And he like is rubbing his eye and trying to look at it with the other one, and watches as the words and the letters shift and change, and he kind of looks at it to you and goes, what are you looking to know? Never seen anything like it.
Well, I was hoping you might have something on. I'm not sure. Helping me figure out the languages. If anything,
well-
maybe something to get them to stop changing so much.
He looks at the book and he watches the page for a little while, and from what I can see, it shuffling through every language, and some I don't know. This seems mighty powerful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry there, little lady, but this seems a bit out of my my purview. I am a writer.
DM, is
Mm-hmm.
this from her god?
You were given this by Nefeli, and
That's
if
what I thought.
I remember, Brick cast Identify on it and discovered that it was called Kadal's journal.
Correct. Okay. She relays that to him, that this was given to her by Nefeli because it's Kadal's journal. So
You see him kind of lock up, and his fingers go limp, and he drops the book.
Ah!
And then he's like, whoo! And then he bends and picks it up and seems to be like very carefully holding it. It's like, this book belonged to one of the gods.
Yeah.
Halo music plays in the background. Oh,
Yes, Domine.
with the book.
Goom.
give me your knowledge.
I feel like if I don't give this back to you, I may never let go. So take it. Take
She
it.
takes it. She puts it away.
It seems painful for him to let it go from his fingers. Great to save my life. He just seems to be like unable to comprehend that he was just holding a book supposedly owned by one, if not two, of the deities.
Do you have any books on like spell breaking? Or
Takes him
on languages?
It takes him a second, and he kind of snaps out of it. Depends on what you're looking for. There's,
Oh,
I have a couple scrolls of, spell scrolls of tongues. Could get you a beginner's course book guide to pretty much any language you wish to learn to speak. If you're looking to decipher your book there, I don't think any of the spells that I have would break a god's spell. And seeing how the language keeps shifting from one to the other, don't really know, in all honesty, how much a tongue spell would work. Seems to just be gibberish.
okay.
Sorry.
No problem. At least I got some sort of answers, I suppose.
If there's any other spells you're looking for, any other compendiums, encyclopedias.
I think I'm good. Are you good, Kasumi?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Well, glad I could help one of yous. Thank you for giving me the best day of my life. He looks at Vanira. Unless
Does he
there's any.
see?
Does he? If he does, you don't seem to notice if there's
Okay.
any difference in how he was treating you. He seems fairly
Okay.
so. Well, good day to you both. Suppose I'll just go work on my piddly mortal spells. And he shuffles back around through his books and scrolls and back behind the counter.
Poor man.
You literally just gave a librarian like
The book of all books.
God's notepad. So the two of you leave the shop.
Mhm.
You other three, you're finishing up your business with Dragon Arms. What are the two groups doing?
I had a question or two for them when we were
Can
done.
you
When they were
can
done.
you switch the map back over to the other one, please? It's still
Oh,
on
yes. I'm
Jacksonville.
sorry. I didn't have the
What's-
chance to save.
No,
I
you're
don't,
good.
I don't even know if I'm.
Rick would just start heading back towards the magic shop.
Okay. Pez, Zon, are you following suit?
I'm gonna stay there for a minute.
Stay.
And I need an invite at the arms place for a minute.
Oh.
And I need
Excuse
an
me.
invite back as well. Sorry.
Okay, let's get you back in here. There you go. Yeah, I've got to find a better way to have music playing that's not going to keep locking up and glitching out.
I see it.
Shoofly, don't
Eat it.
follow me.
Get it.
Let's. No. Okay. So it hasn't been all that long. I would say 30, 40 minutes tops of you all chatting and buying and ordering. So, Zon, you said that you were hanging back at the Dragon Arms place?
Yes.
Okay, so Brick walks out all happy. Pez, do you go with him or are you staying?
I go with him very defeated and like ashamed.
Oh.
So Zon, you linger behind. He seems to be very in the zone, writing things down. What are you doing?
Mr. Oros,
He kind of looks up and goes, yes.
I do have a question for you. I have two questions actually, if you don't mind. One is trivial. The other one is might tax your brain, because it taxes mine quite a lot actually.
Well, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Ain't got all day. Got things to do, things to do.
One, do you know somebody who buys weapons and armor in town?
I'm assuming not guns, as he's looking at the big hilt from your back.
No, sir.
Suppose if you go a little bit further to the west of here, you'll get to the blacksmith called Young Metal.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. And then the other one, it will probably be something that you'll have to tinker excessively with. But I keep seeing people use guns. And I'm not a fan of anything I've seen yet. But you seem like you might be able to personify my idea in the form of a firearm. So
I'm gonna be honest, you talk real slow. Could you get to the point?
I'm looking to have something custom made. It'll
I
probably
can
be
tell
something-
that. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something with a caliber that I haven't seen before. Something just gonna hold out his arm. Did shoot something about that big.
Yeah, we don't make those.
Not even
Nobody
custom?
makes those.
I know. I saw it too. I literally saw it flying around in front of your face.
Something of that size, you couldn't carry it. The round itself would be more than me.
Oh no, not that big. I'm sorry. I guess I'll just ball my fist up. Probably about fist size. I apologize.
Nothing short of a ship-mounted cannon could fire something like that.
Exactly. I'm trying to find out a way that we can make one that's carried.
That would literally weigh hundreds of pounds.
Oh. Normally it would. But I need to find out a way that it won't. I mean, if you don't think that you can tinker and make something like that, that's fine. I'll find somebody that can. No big deal. I know it will take a while, but I might be able to afford it at some point.
Okay, well, we here at Dragon Arms Manufacturing deal in handheld weapons that are easily mass-produced. If you're looking for some tomfoolery like a handheld cannon, you'd be better off looking at the Tempest manufacturers.
Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate you helping, Break. I will tax you no further.
Good day.
Fine, again, I'm gonna walk out.
So you walk out, and Brick is just so happy, and Pez is just so defeated. They don't notice that you weren't there, so they are gone at this point. But you feel like you saw them head back to the right towards where you had come from before.
Okay. I guess I'll just walk in that direction.
Okay. I just saw the troll again.
Bilver.
It is. So, you all meet back up. Let's see. By the time you all left, I'd say you meet right about at the T-junction from Bilver's and the Dragon Arms Manufacturing. So you all reconvene. It's still mid-afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock around that time. Kind of hard to tell. The sun, it's dipping, but you still have a good couple of hours of light left. So, what would you all like to do?
I don't know about you guys, but I have some stuff that I need to stop carrying around. So, we want to find an inn, or I could meet you somewhere. Just want to get the stuff out of my bag.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna pull out the 2 crossbows and gesture at the other clothing I have in my bag.
His rucksack has bulges and looks like it's trying to rip itself apart with how much he's crammed in there. Like there's things tied to the side of it. It's...
Are we close enough that I would notice the alchemist store?
You yourself have not been far enough down the street. I would say Brick, Pez, and Zahn make a either a perception or history check to see if you recall passing it.
I'm apparently super intelligent today.
Perception?
Or history. For
15.
remembering.
Well, if it's a history...
I'm letting you decide.
That's 22.
Well, just going to go ahead and say that, Vanera, you come up and you ask your group if they had seen it. And Brick kind of goes, yeah, it's over there.
Hey,
So,
Wait, how was the magic shop?
the bookstore was great. He'd probably like you. You should go see him.
I will start walking that way.
Wait.
Okay.
She's on there
so
like...
Vanera is like skipping towards the alchemist store.
Pez, come with me.
Oh, okay.
So Pez goes scurrying after Vanera. Brick is heading back to Bilver's.
Zahn,
where do you...
Kasumi, I guess.
So Kasumi and Zahn, what are you doing? You've got 2 going to the alchemist, 1 going back towards Bilver's.
I gotta sell stuff, Kasumi, and I think I just lost... Yeah, I don't know where they're going.
Brick is gonna turn around. Father, follow me. We'll sell your stuff after.
Oh, fine. You want to come, Kasumi?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So you're going back to Bilver's with them?
Assuming we're going to the alchemist.
I already spent money.
So did I. I'm looking to spend more.
All right, I'll go back.
Okay, so you're going back to Bilver's. Okay. It's so hard to decide who to do first. Okay.
You can take care of them first.
I was going to say 1, 2, 3, the alchemist, 4, 5, 6, Bilver's.
Okay.
Bilver's. Okay. So, Kasumi leads you back to Bilver's, and having been in there before, you open the door because you know what to expect, and you kind of make sure there's room for them. You two squeeze inside. Brick, I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh,
I think it wasn't very good.
Is that just a straight dexterity check? A
Straight
saving throw?
dexterity.
Cool. 6.
You walk inside, and before you know it, you are. I'm trying to think of the movie. You know how when Shrek is walking through the lines at Farquaad's castle and just kind of like dragging everything?
Yes.
You're kind of doing that, but you're just knocking everything over.
Sorry.
no.
So
Sorry.
the door
Sorry.
opens, and he knocks over like 3 or 4 stacks of books. And Kasumi, you hear the very familiar shuffling. Brick, you see Blue come around. What's pulling a china shop? Yep. Who's making the oh, you're big.
You're small.
Yeah, these are a couple of my friends. They wanted to check out your shop too.
Hello.
Yes, totally. That's exactly why I came here. She's totally right.
Hello. I'd say you'd be making a mess, but I'd be lying if maybe you didn't make it look better. Well, thank you for bringing more patronage, lovely lady. You're looking for what?
Spell scrolls.
Oh,
Ritual, to be exact.
oh. Well, a bit of an oxymoron, considering that ritual spells you don't use up any of your own magic to do. And that's kind of what scrolls are for.
Spell scrolls that can be transcribed and have the ability to be done as rituals.
Eh?
I'm a ritual caster only. A
Right,
good example would be an
but-
identify spell.
It's a scroll. You
Correct,
could give it
which
to
I
a
will-
child to read it, and it would cast.
Correct, but I do not wish to cast it from the scroll. I wish to transcribe it.
Oh, you see the light bulb flick on.
In
Oh.
both the DM and the vendor.
No, I knew what he meant, but
I was
Bilver's-
explaining it poorly.
Bilver is not the sharpest crayon in the shed. So he goes, I see. Would you be willing to just buy a scroll and then copy that?
Yes. I believe
Okie
a
dokie.
scroll would be used up in the process, no matter what.
If you're transcribing,
I believe so. Let me double check. But
I am the DM, and therefore, my word is law. You shut your whore robot's mouth. If you want to consume the scroll, you can fucking consume the scroll, but I'm giving you an out.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
What was the spell you were looking to transcribe? Yeah, shut up and eat your bear claw.
Any spell that he
beer.
might have in stock with the ritual tag on it. Brick is literally just looking for any spell to transcribe that can be used as a ritual. Whether or not he buys it depends on which one it is, but he's looking for that spell type in particular.
Making me Google this shit. You're an
we're
absolute
just
piece of
doing it.
shit.
This guy seems,
Making me waste more time shuffling through my stacks of books to find fucking spells that you don't even know that you want.
yeah, Kasumi, this guy seems quite crazy and authoritative at the same time.
Exactly, which is why I brought you here.
Let's see.
Figured you would like him.
I did have one that I was actually looking for in particular, and that is summon familiar, I believe. Yes, find familiar.
Well, from
No.
behind the books, the stack of books, a scroll comes flying at your head, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
Beware, or you'll get a paper cut. No!
Oh, it's a lot better. This is 17.
This scroll comes flying at your head, and you flinch and catch it, and you hear him grumbling from behind. Ha! An alarming turn of events! You look at the scroll, and it's a ritual spell for alarm.
Oh, for alarm.
Zod is just.
I'll be honest, off the cuff, pretty fucking proud of that one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Oh, thank God I can't filter from ritual.
Yeah, you can filter for it's in the advanced.
Yeah. Find familiar, and you see the blue shuffle to the other side. More rustling. Rustle. Drawer opens. You see scrolls go flying through the air. Hey, up at the got one.
How
So
much
is this-
for both?
Ooh. Never thought I'd make it this far.
I say that a lot too.
He thinks a second, and he opens his mouth, sees Kasumi, and goes. And he seems to really think about this. Gold.
60?
I can go higher.
Done.
He does not look happy.
Brick is going to count out coins silently and put it in a smaller bag and give it to him. It's actually 70.
He's gonna take the gold. He's not gonna count it, but he's gonna kind of look back and go, heh. And it goes and it lands in something. And he goes, close enough. I really need to start asking for more, it seems. Anything else?
I will probably be back for return patronage, but this is all I need for now. Thank you very much.
And you don't have anything about me yet. You'll write about it someday, though. Don't worry.
What are you?
I'm me.
You see him without even looking. Paper, quill. It's a me. And then he does like a really shitty doodle of just like a circle with whoop, whoop. Oh no. I know what Kayla's doing. Also, he spelled it with 2 E's.
I'm Zon.
Is that what you are, or your name?
Oh, no, that's what you meant. No, my name is Zon. I'm a Lapine.
Oh. Scribble.
So you said oh. Is it like, oh, you're discovering what I am? Or, oh, you heard about them before, and you're just seeing them for the first time?
His eyes go glassy for a second. Yes.
Yes.
Judging by the scribbles, I would assume that you are new to him.
Oh. Okay.
You don't get a lot of visitors, do you?
No. Yes? No. Eh.
That's mean, even by my standards. I'm a pretty mean dude. I kill people.
what's mean?
Saying he doesn't get too many visitors. He's fantastic. I bet he gets people all the time.
It was just a question.
Uh-huh, sure it was. Beat a butthead.
Coming from you.
Listen, I at least admit I'm a butthead. You hide it.
Well, I apologize if my question offended you, sir.
Oh, he's already disappeared. You guys were talking back and forth. He's already scuttled off.
She turns to say, "Oh,
Sir.
Kayla.
Right down
You
in
see
here.
the blue
Note
tuft
to
peek up.
self.
Huh?
Does information interest you?
What?
You seem to like information to write about. Would you like some more?
Yeah. Sure. Kind of starts shuffling back, winding through the books. He seems really off-put that people are still in his shop.
I would. You seem to be someone who likes to record knowledge, so I would thought to impart knowledge to you. My name is Brick. I am what is known as a golem, Generation 0 life.
Enchanted machine.
Life enchanted machine. I was created by Borgir Thunderbender. I am the first and only of my kind.
Good for you. Need pen, paper. Look away. Start scribbling it down. No peeking.
Brick does this, and then you just see.
And then he tucks that away, puts the quill back down.
Thank you for your services. And Brick will once again walk out the door.
Make another dexterity check.
All right. So we're down that. Okay, that one's a 12.
You've already knocked that pile over, so you're able to squeegee your way out.
On the way out, Zon's just gonna see the devastation that fucking Brick made just push over pile for the hell of it.
As you leave, you hear, "Thank you! I hated that stack!"
Gonna burn it with light.
So, we will shift the scene once more to the other pair of you, Vanera and Pez. You give me just a second. I need to grab something to snack on. My stomach's growling at me. Don't worry, I got my cheese. Okay, so the two of you leave your party and you start heading. It doesn't take you very long to find it. From where you met or your group at the T, you go to the right towards the west, and soon enough, you stumble upon. Okay. You wander up, and you see a sign. It's got a mortar and pestle on it, with a potion bottle behind, and it says, "Burnt Whiskers." Yes, munch, munch, munch. When you show up to the front of the establishment, the windows are foggy and covered in soot. You see streaks on it where it seems like someone with their hand really quickly went to wipe at it, and it didn't really do anything other than scratch up the window.
Is it dusty from like the inside or outside?
Make a perception check. Which gives me more time to eat more cheese.
Why the fuck did I roll high on that one? 22.
It looks very much on the inside. Like, even though the dust storm had come through, it doesn't look like this particular place has been kept very much. But seeing it compared to the building beside it, it's not that bad. So you're fairly confident that the dustiness is on the inside.
That's not as exciting. Okay. She walks in the door.
Okay. I'm assuming Pej, you were following.
Brick. Brick, what are you laughing at?
I think he saw what was in Discord.
What?
Martyr posted something in meme shares.
It's great.
Martyr, you're a fucking legend.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you. But I'm gonna shake your hand before I do it.
Well, if you want to see this lovely image, please join the Discord. Links down below.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I know the title for tonight's episode.
I am me!
Episode 14. I am me!
Kasumi, if you haven't looked in the Fools and Flagons Discord meme shares, you will see why half of us are crying. Okay. Whew. Getting back on track. Okay. Upon entering the establishment... Don't be sorry, that was great. Upon entering the establishment, the first thing you notice is the stinging of your nostrils as you are bombarded with it, the acrid scent of burning kind of everything. Hair, kind of plastic, just shit's been set on fire. Looking around, nothing appears to be on fire, and you're kind of left to assume that maybe it was recently passed. There are shelves all around the entryway to the shop. The shelves are filled with bottles and vials filled with various colored liquids, all behind locked wooden doors. There is a single chair with the back facing the grimy window and a rickety end table. All of the table's legs appear to have been hastily mended at one time or another. One of the legs even seems to have the leg of a different table entirely held on with rope. The chair seems frayed, torn, burnt, but still looks comfy enough. All the padding seems to still be in it. There is no other furniture in the shop. The back wall has a singular doorway. The door is laying on its side against the wall, and the entryway seems to haphazardly be covered with a blanket of some sort. Beside the doorway is a wall-mounted bell with a pull string. The sign beside it is destroyed, with writing saying, R Service, Ace Ring, E Bell. And I can, let me put that into the Discord so that you guys can better see what that actually looks like. So, there doesn't seem to be anyone visibly inside. What would you like to do?
Ring the bell.
Okay. So, Vanera wanders up, rings the bell. There's a ding-a-ling-a-ling. There's just a minute or two before a figure steps out from behind the curtain, holding a plate. Seems to be a younger woman, about mid to late 20s. She is wearing a choker with a blue gem. She has shoulder-length, wavy black hair, shaved on both sides with blue eyes. I need you both to make a perception check, actually. She has kind of rough brown skin, fairly tall, lithe build, very pretty face. She is missing an eyebrow, and the other is split in two. Sorry, what was the
Persuasion.
9.
perception? 9?
Accidentally, I'll just roll it again, just in case. Okay, that wasn't too bad. 18.
Vanera, you would notice that her hair isn't shaved. It seems to have been burnt off.
Oh.
Zana's
So-
not here, but goddamn, Zana would like this person.
Is she like a gnome or?
She seems to be a human, mid to late 20s. She walks out from the back. She's holding a plate that seems to have various donuts and strudels on it, and she is just stuffing them in her face. And she kind of walks and goes, "Oh, yeah, hello. How can I help you?"
Well, first off, where did you get those? Those look so good.
She kind of, "They're mine?"
No,
She's like,
I don't want them.
quickly
I just
stuffing them
wanna
in her
know where you-
face. She is chipmunk cheeked, and she goes,
What?
and she finishes eating, clears her throat. Swiftly baked goods.
Oh. And where's that?
She thinks for a moment. Kind of to the northwest. You go out of here, hang a right, or she with her left hand goes, hang a right, hang another right, keep going around, you'll see a fountain, hang a left. But she's using the wrong hands.
Right.
No, left.
Left.
Yes.
Go fuck yourself.
She has. There was a lot of pastries on that plate, and it is gone now.
Oh no.
So she kind of looks at the plate, looks through the door, and just kind of chucks it through the curtain. You hear a shatter. She looks back at you and goes, "Well, were you just in here asking for directions, or did you need something interesting?"
What do you have that's interesting? What do I see?
Well, you've seen the various cases. They're filled with different kinds of liquids. Some of them you recognize. There's red ones that look very much like health potions. There's yellow, green, blue. She seems to have a wide collection of different types of potions and elixirs.
Do you have any jewelry? Or is it just potions?
At the moment, it seems just potions, apart from what she herself is wearing.
Okay. How much are your health potions?
Standard fare for the health potions. Pretty simple to make, so long as you've got the materials. I am taking and stalling as I look up my list that I don't know where it went. I am panicking. I've literally lost my... Nope. Found it.
Oh, they hear in the background. Boom!
Potion of healing. 50 gold apiece. You've got... I really don't like this document, and I need to get a better one. What the fuck? Cool. Fat little help you are, you piece of shit document. Don't mind me.
Shopping episode.
Shopping. So, regular potion of healing, about 50 gold apiece. Then you go greater, superior, goes up about 100 gold to get the greater healing. Superior, looking closer to 500 to 600.
Oh, can't do that.
You get more bang for your buck.
I would like 5 regular potions of healing, please.
Let me go see what I've got. And she kind of skips over to one of the cases. And she kind of blocks your view for a second, so you're not really sure how she did it. But the case opens, and she kind of rifles through them. Sad to say, I've only got about 4 of them.
That's fine.
Very well, very well. And she gathers them up, kind of looks around. There's nothing to set them on, so she just sort of sets them on the floor. Anything else you need? Looking for?
Well, I just have a real quick question. What the hell happened in here?
She kind of looks
I mean,
around. What do you mean?
I mean, it's a little bit charred. Is that normal?
When one experiments and tries to get new effects.
you come up with anything cool?
Maybe.
Like what? I'm
Where's
just
my-
curious.
Do
No.
tell.
No.
No. Let me pull up my.
Did you
Did
get closer?
anything like that sound like okay Google?
Yes.
Well, I did experiment with spiders.
Ugh, no, nope.
Oh,
One bug I will not eat. Too many legs.
do you throw it and spiders explode out of it?
No, you drink it.
Hello? What does that do?
She kind of goes, turns you into a spider?
Well,
For how long?
Kind of hard to count when you're a spider, but about an hour. But then, you kind of get followed by them for about a week.
yeah, that's a big nope for me. I don't have that many bullets to kill that many spiders.
But they're friendly. They don't bite you or anything.
Still, too many legs.
I'm
That's
just
my
trying to
opinion.
imagine a Pez spider right now. It's just a little spider with a little lizard head on the front of it.
It's frill and then the tail too. But 8 legs, just going.
Well, if you don't like spiders, I guess you don't even like dragons either.
Oh, no, we like
yeah,
dragons.
Yeah, we do.
Oh. Well, she goes and she picks up a fairly large jar and about the size of a medium-sized jawbreaker, but they are green with a black slit and a bit of yellow around the black, and it looks like a slitted eyeball. She kind of shakes it, and it's not goopy. It sounds like hard kind of candy. Got dragon eyes.
What would you use those for?
And she kind of looks at you confused and kind of gets the. You eat them?
Well, I gathered that, but what do they do?
Oh, well, yeah, no, that makes sense. You eat them, and you get these big leathery wings, kind of like a dragon. You can fly around about. She kind of rolls her sleeve back, and you see burn marks. Like there's no hair or anything there. She's also not wearing anything. She seems a little. About 4 hours, and you get to breathe fire once. It's like
How
really,
much?
really
How
bad
much?
heartburn. Also, that explains the table. We won't talk about that. 300 per eyeball.
As per. Is there a bulk discount?
No. And she kind of gets this like really distant stare. They're hard to make.
You.
And she kind of
Says
snaps
I'll go.
back. 300 per.
I'll go halvesies so you can have an eyeball.
I mean, we could have two. I kind of want to give one to Hamburger.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
So are you buying two?
I'll throw in 100 if you want to buy the 2. You want to pay for the rest of it.
How much you say for for
You'd,
one?
you'd be paying 500.
Ooh, I am 40 short.
I'll pay the 40 then, if that's what you want to do.
Okay, I will be broke.
You don't have to. I'm just.
Nope, too late. Hamburger's gonna be a dragon.
So you bought 2?
Yep.
Okay. You can find those if you search for the item Dragon Eye. You should see them and be able to add them to your inventory.
No, don't add that gold. Remove that gold.
No, add it. Don't listen to it. Add it.
Well, I no longer jingle.
Got one other thing, but I don't really like to tell people about this one, but you did spend a lot of gold. Give me a minute. She disappears back behind the curtain. She comes back out, and there's a black box, about yay big. Can't tell if it's designed black or if it's just charred black. But she kind of opens it for a second, and you see purple wrappers, and then she snaps it shut. Killer candy.
What candy?
Killer candy. Hurts like hell when you eat it.
How
100
much?
gold apiece.
Ooh.
You can consume a piece of killer candy as a bonus action to take 10d6 poison damage.
I'll take one.
She opens it, snatches one out, shuts it again. She seems to like look at the window like kind of conspiratorially. You can't see through the damn thing. It's dirty as hell. And she passes it to you as you give her the gold, and then she scurries off and hides the box back behind.
So I owe her 440. Gold.
440?
Yeah, because 200 for the potions,
Oh, right. I forgot about the potions. Yes.
and then 140 to cover the dragon eyes for Pez,
Right.
and then another 100.
Correct. Now, if you do go visit the Swift Baked Goods, and you bring something back from there, might be able to make you something interesting.
What do you like?
Donuts.
I'm sorry, we never got your name.
Ooh, terribly sorry. I am called Arlel Sherodolin.
You please, for the love of God, spell that.
Arelel. And then her last name, Sharodolan.
Ian looks at a
Face
name that
rolled for
he
this
wrote
one.
down and goes, ugh.
I started to speak it in the middle of a burp, and it just really did not cooperate with anything.
Sweet.
They are very sweet. They're very good. They're so good.
Well, if we are ever back this way, I will be sure to bring you some donuts.
Well, anytime. Always making new things. Pleasant day.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. So you all leave, and you open the door, step outside, and you both kind of unintentionally take a big lungful of air and like, so this is what fresh air is like again. So,
Back to Bilver!
okay, so
I
you all...
forgot I had to ask Bilver something.
Okay, so you head back to Bilver right as you see through the window Zahn knocking over a stack of books and then seeming really annoyed about whatever response he got. And they all file outside, and you all are back together. What would you like to do?
Scurrying real quick.
Okay, so Veneer goes inside. You don't see him, but you know he's probably there somewhere.
Silver. Or Pip.
Ah! What?
I
You
think
got
that was
cut
too
out,
high.
dude.
Your mic cut
Oh,
out.
it was a ha! What?
Do you have anything about bags of holding?
I sell books, not bags.
Yeah, but do you have anything about bags of holding or how to make them or how to enchant them?
There's a long pause. No? Pretty common, though. Just kind of have to find him, I guess.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Walks out.
Okay, so you're all gathered outside listening to Vanera have a shouting contest with Bilver. What are you all doing?
For you. Potion for you. Potion for you. Potion for you.
Which ones is this?
A regular potion of healing.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Was one of those for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I do not tell them about the killer candy or the dragon's eye.
Nope.
okay, so you were all now gathered outside of Bilver's shop. It was getting later on in the day. You've spent a bit of time walking around talking to people, emptying your purses. Mid-afternoon, getting about 6, 7, getting later on in the day. What are you all doing?
Guess all the places someone probably need to go to are closed. So
Yeah,
I can always.
I mean, all the places except for one that we probably should venture to. The Blue Waffle, what was it?
I cannot believe you just said that.
That would be the Blue Saloon.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, okay.
My brain had to
Rated E
sing.
for everyone.
My brain had to be like, wait a minute, hold on a second. What the fuck was that he just
I am sorry, everybody.
Dare you? How dare you?
I feel like I had something else besides these wondrous items.
Ooh, good.
What a night.
Now, what a night.
What
What a night.
What a fucking roller
Late
coaster.
December back in 63.
So, what do you got, or what are you all deciding on doing?
Um,
To the
I'm ready to go
inn.
to an inn.
Okay. You all stop someone, ask around, and you learn that a little bit up to the north is a place called the Thirsty Boar Inn.
I walk that way.
Okay. So, you have to ask for directions here or there because it's a not tricky to get to, but you're still unfamiliar with the layout of the town. When you first arrive, you notice that there's a lot of buildings, and then there's a street, and where you were told to turn, the street goes for maybe 4 paces, and then there's a gate and a little shack beside it. I lost my place. Let's see. So, gate with a small wooden door on the side leading into the building. So, do you all head inside?
sure.
Okay. So, you step inside, and there's a man sitting behind a desk, and with the shade of the buildings from where the sun is setting, he's already got a candle lit. And he seems to be kind of bored sitting there reading through a book. But as the door opens, he marks his place, shuts it, and you see a male human. Seems to be mid-40s with straight white hair, black eyes. Very lean, kind of really unremarkable sort of face. And he's looking at you all and, yeah, well, can I help you? Looking for a room?
You don't sound very entertained.
Would you be entertained if you sat behind a desk and gave people keys to a room to sleep in and then take the keys back as they leave?
Don contemplates giving him a crossbow to shoot a random person in the face with, and then figures it's probably not a good idea. Nah, yeah, that sucks. I would never be able to do that. I'd kill somebody. Like a lot of people.
That's why I read books. Y'all need a room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta tell you, these places aren't like most inns you get. It's kind of not so much a room, but more like a real small kind of house. So, prices are a little bit more, but can fit all of yous in one.
So we get a house?
We get a condo.
More or less.
Down.
Bastard him in.
What was that, Pez?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Mr. Innkeeper.
Well,
How much
how
for the
long
night?
you staying? Just a night? Be about 30 silver.
I'll
Oh, so
give him a
the-
gold. Just in case we say extra.
That'd be 3 gold,
He said 30 silver.
which equates to 3 gold, if I'm not
Does it?
mistaken.
Yeah, 10 silver is
Oh.
gold.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, I'll give him 3 golds then.
All right. And he takes the gold, puts it in a little till beside, kind of swivels in his chair, looks at the wall, looks at you all, grabs a key, hands it over. Go out there, and there's another door to his left. You would come in from the front, this one's to the left, and it appears to be behind the gate that you had originally walked up to. Go there, hang your left, then a right. Go down a little ways, be on your right before you reach the end. Looking for house number 7.
Well, thank you. And might I also make a suggestion? If your life is boring, pillaging is a fantastic profession. You should try it.
Stop.
No! Pillaging is a fantastic profession. You should try it.
He just stares at you blankly. Have a good night.
You
God.
too.
Just like the amount of life in this dude just makes me funny. It's just like, holy shit. It's like, have you met somebody who's given up on life and everything that has to do with it? Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, so you all head to your room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head out the door, and you notice as you're walking down that immediately behind the gate there's multiple doors as you're going around. And they all seem to be kind of tall, skinny structures, but they're all like butted up together. There's no space between them. So you go down, you follow along the right, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, your place. Key goes in, you open it up. The first thing, you open the door, and there's a stairway up to the top floor, and then down the hall there's a couple of doors and what seems to be a sort of kitchen area in the back. And one would assume that the various doors are all the rooms.
Cozy. Don't burn it down.
Rick is going to immediately take the 2 scrolls he got, walk over to the table, and sit down and start tinkering with his arm, which is inscribing the next 2 spells. And that's also going to cost 4 hours and 100 gold all told for both spells.
Okay.
Write that down for myself.
Yep. Mark that down. So
For the next
can-
4 hours, I'm indisposed.
the evening is still yours. What do you all
Just
like
he's
to
on
do?
there. Brick, 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 brick for 4 hours. Not really. After like 10 minutes, he gives up. And it's like, I'm gonna room.
Is there like a single shower, or do each of these rooms have their own little like wash tub?
You would find that one of the rooms on the bottom floor is the washroom. The other door is another room, and then upstairs you would find 4 rooms, one on each or 2 on each side. Sorry.
What would it be like washing hamburger?
Well, I mean, you want to find out? I was gonna do that right now. He's kind of stinky.
Yes.
Make sure you clean that room afterwards. Please. I mean, you're not the only one who has to take a shower. Ah.
We're gonna go wash hamburger.
Okay. So, Brick, you are laser focused, but even you hear cries and splashing and fluttering and as they wrestle this poor little feathered creature into a wash basin.
Can I soothe hamburger with some head pets?
Vanera, you take 2 points of slashing damage, and
No!
Pez, you take 1 point of slashing damage as Hamburger fights the bath.
He's like a cat.
Yes.
You know what?
Can I hamburger him? Kind of like soothe him.
There doesn't seem to be much in the way of soothing him, but to avoid further damage, I would say that the hamburgering works to an extent, but he does still try to bite you.
The hamburgering.
The
has been
hamburgering.
successful.
Yes.
Hamburglar.
Hamburglaring has been successful. Exactly.
Is there anything else you all would like to do for the evening?
Sleep.
Sleep?
Sleep.
I would wait till the morning.
Okay. So you all bed down, the door is locked. Feel it's fairly likely you're not going to be disturbed, so you don't need to take watches. Unless there's anything that anyone would like to do for the evening, we can advance till the morning.
After Brick finishes his 4 hours, he literally just powers down right there in the chair. Just
Dead.
Tick, tick, tick. Eureka!
Vanera's gonna stare at her book and see if anything has changed. After Bilver touched it.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to have changed.
God damn it, Bilver!
I do not mind either way you guys choose this. Some of you seem to be fairly tired. Do we want to continue for a bit more, or would we like to call it an early night? I know it's been a bit of a week for everybody.
I'm okay with either option, to be completely honest. I could keep going, but if people are tired, I can also call it.
we've been going for almost 3 hours, so I'm good either way as well.
Good.
I might need to call it soon. He's getting restless, and I gotta work tomorrow.
Okay, so do we want to...
I do want to add one thing. Can we
Okay.
also... Sorry, this is a bit of a retcon, I apologize, but can we also say I picked up 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs for Find Familiar?
I would say that as you were wandering around, you got the scroll from Bilver. You were able to scrounge that up.
Okay.
As you were walking back and forth between the various places, or on the way to the inn, you're like, "Ooh, wait a minute."
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that as well then.
Yeah.
And just as a little thing, everyone will wake up the next morning to a random owl in our apartment.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Someone
his name.
here is disguised as a killer owl.
Ooh.
Okay. So, as much as we would like to continue on and do more with ill children and just a very, very long week, we're going to call it a little bit early tonight. We will pick up again in the next 2 weeks to maybe get a little bit more done than just shopping, but still.
Shopping episode.
I didn't even get to.
You're the one that went back to
Um,
Bilvers.
So
Yes.
the 17th will be fine. I may be a bit sick because that's when I get my second shot. But then the 1st, I'll be in Florida.
All right.
So, yay!
And
Yeah.
unfortunately for me, Fridays are all that I'm going to be able to do. Well, come the 17th, Friday will have to be the day because I work every single weekend this month for football. So, hey, good timing because Tabletop Simulator just crashed again.
Love how we can hear them.
Yep.
The
Yep.
owl just flying into the wall, trying to escape.
Dadgummit, why'd I have to get the dumb one?
You got
Gracious.
you got Percy's owl, Pidgewigeon.
Pidgewigeon, how many licks does it take to get out the wall?
Why won't you crash already?
How will I get to Hogwarts without
There we go,
a
thank
owl to
God.
Deliver my notes.
So again, if you haven't already joined the Discord, the link will be down below. If you would like to support us at all, we have the Patreon. Thank you, Martyr, being a fucking champion and staying up through half the night to watch us be idiots and
Yep.
me do stupid voices for gnomes.
Thank
So,
you very much, you fucking champion.
you fucking champion! Well, if no one else has anything going on or anything to say and report, cool. Then we will see you in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.